Sometimes when you're out and about in nature, you may be inspired to do some magic. After all, nature is inspiring, and when you're really feeling connected to the energy of the trees or the water or the wind or the sun, you may be definitely inspired to connect your intention and set an intention out there for some type of magic. So this is where you're doing magic on the fly, and you don't have any candles, you don't have any herbs, you don't have any crystals or any of those things with you. You just have yourself and nature. So that's what we're going to talk about today, what to do. But before we do, hi, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you're interested in any witchy merchandise like this t-shirt here, do have a look at the Mystical Witch store where there are t-shirts and mugs and various other witchy merchandise. The link to that is in the description field below this video. So sometimes I find myself down at the beach and I feel inspired to do some magic, maybe because the tide's coming in, so if I'm wanting to bring something to me, I might be inspired to do some magic. Sometimes I've been in the rainforest where I've been inspired to do magic, but I haven't had anything with me. So I've just had to use what's there. So if you're in a forest or even if you're out in the desert, you're going to find that there are natural things lying around like rocks and stones, if you're on the beach, shells, all sorts of things that you can just pick up and use to carry your intention out there. I'll use the example of a shell, for example. This shell is a cockle shell. Now, just out of interest, cockle shells are associated with love magic because they're associated with the heart. Mostly because when you've actually got the two parts, this is half of the actual, the shell's in two parts, then when you look at it from a certain point of view, it has a heart shape. And also its genus belongs to the family of the cardium, which is Latin for heart. So it does have those heart associations. But any kind of shell that you may pick up, you can still use for your intent, even if it doesn't completely match the correct correspondence. For example, if you're wanting to do money magic and you're working with a shell, you'd be looking more at working with a clam shell, for example, because of that connection with the pearl. But don't worry if you can't find one, or if you don't even know what a clam shell is. Pick something up, a rock or anything that you feel drawn to. So if you think of your intent first, and then look around and see what you're drawn to. Pick it up, and this is what you're going to use to focus your intent. Have a look at what it is. Take notice of the shape and the color so that you're getting familiar with it. You're developing a rapport with it. And then start seeing this item as being a carrier of the energy of the intention that you're wanting. So if it's money, start seeing it perhaps being covered and containing maybe money in it, that it's starting to look like money. Or if it's love, maybe you might see it as a heart, or you might see the energy of that beautiful warm feeling of love. And then you can even whisper to the item what it is that you're wanting it to represent, and then blowing on it. Spend about at least a minute to maybe 3 minutes doing this. What you're doing is you're creating a mental image of what it is that you want on the astral plane, and you're connecting it to something physical here on the physical plane. And when you're ready to let it go so that it does manifest on the physical plane, if you're at the beach, simply throw it back into the water. If you are in a forest, bury it in the forest. It's already come from the forest. All you're doing is giving it back to the forest, giving it back to the earth. It's already come from the ocean. You're just giving it back to the ocean to carry it out there and to surrender it back into nature. Really simple thing to do. And it's amazing what this type of impromptu magic can bring you. I have done spells like this under the full moonlight, where it's been a really powerful place that I've been in. And the full moon's there, the wind's there, and it's like, well, I don't have anything but the wind to carry this, so I'll use the wind. Whatever it is that you have available to you, use, because you don't need to have all of the ingredients and all of the stuff all of the time. It is something that you want to experiment with when it comes to magic. If you are interested in looking at how you can be more skilled at planning your magic, though, do have a look at my Spellcaster checklist. The link to that is in the description field below this video. It's a PDF that just asks you a few questions to get you thinking about your spellcraft. But sometimes spells can just be a quick little thing that you want to get done, and you just happen to be inspired in the moment of wherever you are. Use the tools available to you. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com. Blessed be.